I am the pastor here, the lead pastor at a church here in Elk River called Central Lutheran Church, and I've been the lead pastor here since 2020. So I was born with a genetic disorder called dentinogenesis imperfecta, and I was diagnosed as an infant, and I think I was maybe 8 months old, and so my teeth came in, and they were quite evidently, right from the beginning, they were just discolored, misshapen. So they actually capped all my teeth as an infant. They were all silver, so I had like this bionic-looking mouth. It was quite impressive. When I was maybe 10, 11, 12, I began to have abscessed teeth. And because the roots were so porous, they couldn't actually do any root canals either. So they had to pull teeth. So I started losing teeth one at a time. And so night times were already kind of these scary times as a young boy. And I would wake up and I would be in pain. And so I'd always go wake up my mom in the middle of the night and tell her what was going on. And then she would call like their emergency line and try to get me into the doctor or the dentist the next morning. Being scared and not having hope was always just a very, very tough thing.
Lots of people had tried to help Ryan, but his underlying genetic condition just didn't lead to long-term success.
He had multiple teeth removed, previous implants placed, bone grafting done, and unfortunately, over time, things have failed. Essentially, his dentition was terminal.
With his condition of dentinogenesis imperfecta, he's had a lot of teeth that have broken. So having that kind of constant risk and constant, constant threat that's always looming is tricky to just kind of know that could happen at any time.
Because of the architecture of his jaw, he could not wear dentures without a significant amount of adhesive. Being a public speaker, I can't imagine going in front of a congregation not knowing whether or not those dentures are going to fall out while you're speaking.
I was asking my implant rep, Mitch Nelson, there's this patient who's really got a lot of profound needs. Is there some way that we could work together that would make it financially more feasible for him? So then he said, well, yeah, we have this program, Let Them Shine.
All the doctors, including herself and Dr. Kurtzman, would do all their work for free. But I remember I just started like tearing up in the car, and I didn't know what to say. I was absolutely stunned. Wow.
Again, it's just the temporary.
I love it, yeah. It's crazy. I woke up and I was kind of groggy, and then they gave me this mirror, and I had to, I smiled, and I could see I had a full mouth of teeth, and I was like, unbelievable. Seeing the gracious goodness and kindness of others manifested in my new smile, which is beautiful. I love it. I mean, I'm so thankful. Like the surgeries are all in my past, and the bad news is kind of all in the past.
Because of the nature of his work, whatever I do to help him will be amplified with what he does and his work in helping other people.
I love it. I think I'm able fully now to be present with people, to smile, to talk. Again, up close is a lot easier when I can, when I have a full set of teeth. This great gift, honestly, I think being given such a great gift, it just makes me more open to seeing the needs of others and trying to find ways to be good to others, and to give the gift of a smile. Really, I think it can change a lot about a person, which is pretty cool. It's given me hope, because sometimes as a pastor, you're like, it's easy to lose hope, or like, is anybody, am I making any difference in the world, or is there any goodness in the world, or is anybody making any difference? And here's this company, Strum, that's like, hey, we want to give back. And it creates this big, huge thing that now all these folks are a part of that really changed my life. And man, if that isn't a message of hope, I don't know what is.